Hi everybody, my name is Miss Juan. I'm back again here with you. 3:30 p.m. Instagram, Common Good City Farm. How's everybody today? Hope everybody is well and safe. And Happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday. We're back here at the farm today. I'm gonna let you take a look at. Remember the Instagram we did on putting the farm to bed? It's still sleeping, guys. Look at it. It's getting ready for the spring. Looks kind of bare, but there's some things growing in the ground as well. You can probably see a little bit of lettuce there, which you still can pick. Now, today I got a little treat for you, a sweet treat. We're going to talk about where the bees go in the wintertime. Have you ever thought about that, where they go? Well, I'm going to tell you where they go. Come on, follow me. We have some beehives here. Common Good City Farm. Right back here behind the hoop house. Remember the hoop house? Maybe a tour of the hoop house. It is right back here. This is the alley for the bees. You know there. Beehive. Here we are. Come on in. Follow me. I'm going to tell you what's going on with bees in the wintertime. Here at Common Good City Farm, we have 5 beehives, or some people call them bee houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, each one of these house 30,000 bees. 30,000 times 5 for my math people out there is how many bees? It's 150,000 bees. Wow, that's a lot of bees, isn't it? But that's how many bees a house here. Wow. Now, we have some beekeepers. One of them named is Jan. And she was here, maybe about 3 Saturdays ago. It was a little warm. When the temperature gets up to like 50 degrees, the bees come out a little bit and swarm around. They don't like the cold. They only come out maybe over 50 degrees. I think when Jan was here, it was like maybe 55, 56 degrees. Now, bees just don't come out and fly for nothing. They have jobs to do. Now, one thing that they do, kids, is that bees come out to, it's called the what am I trying to say? The elimination flight. That means that they come out and pee and poop. They don't use the bathroom inside of the beehive, because that's where the queen is. Can you imagine? So nature takes care of them until the temperature gets high enough for them to come out and eliminate. They also come out to, in the springtime, maybe around February, mid-March, they'll come out and suck the nectar out of the little tiny flowers you might see in the weeds, because of course we don't get any flowers in March, right? Plus they'll come out and help another beehive take care of the queen. So they don't come out to play. They come out to work. Now, Jan was also here periodically in the wintertime. They come and take a look at the beehives, because one of the main things that they don't want to happen is for the bees to starve. Starvation. Because what the bees do when they're inside of the hive, what do? They eat up all the honey. So she fixed up, I call it a sugar cake. She used 10 pounds of sugar and 1 quart of water, and she whips it up and it starts looking like snow. And she puts in like a little cake pan, and she puts them in each one of the hives to make sure that the bees have enough sweetness, okay, to give them energy, to keep them from starving. Now, one of the main reasons too that they need a lot of energy, guys, is that each beehive have a queen. The queen is the only female in the colony that can have babies. She's the only one who can lay eggs. So inside, the colony starts off maybe about the size, the cluster, maybe like the size of a golf ball. And the queen is in the middle. So what happens, all the bees come and surround her. They put their heads like around, and then the other part of their body is hanging out. So what they do is they have wings, but on the wings they have muscles. So what they do is they shiver. They shiver like you're cold, and they vibrate their muscles. What do they do that for? To bring heat to the queen. And inside of these hives, it could get as hot as 93 degrees. Can you believe that? 93 degrees. Now what happens is while they're coming around the cluster, some of them, of course, they get tired. So it's sort of like they huddle over and they change guards. Here come another around the cluster. They keep changing guards to protect the queen and to keep her warm. Now later on, what happens is, ready for the queen to lay her eggs with larvae. Well, they've got to do even more for the queen. They have to start again. They don't flap their wings, kids. They only move their muscles like they're shivering, like this. And they do it even harder because you know why? They've got to keep not only the queen warm, but they've got to keep the eggs warm so the babies will be ready in the springtime. So they have a really big job, don't they? And they do very, very well. Now, see, we have different sizes. Oh, there's one back here too, guys. Another one. We have 5. Now, once the bees will start coming out maybe full force in April. And then what happens is, if we're lucky, Jan and the other crew will come and get some honey for us. Now, your parents are probably in the CSA or the Produce Plus program, and if we're lucky, sometimes maybe once or twice a year, the beekeepers will allow us to have some of the bees, the bee honey, because we have honeybees here, and they pack them up in jars, and we can purchase them. So look out for it, because I try to buy it all up when I see it. Okay? So I hope this gives you a general idea of what happens to the bees in the wintertime. But they'll be back, guys, around April, full force. And we'll come back and visit them, maybe, if they're not swarming around too much, okay? I promise you. Thanks for your time. I really appreciate it. We'll see you next Sunday on Instagram, 330 Common Good City Farm. And I know you've heard this 1,000 times, but wear your mask. Wash your hands. Safe distancing.
Thanks, Miss Juan. This is Emily behind the camera. I'm just going to do a quick show you guys around to show the entrance of the hive over here. And you'll see that there's like a glass jar. It's empty right now, but sometimes our beekeepers, like Jan, they'll fill those jars with a sugar water. Sometimes even in the summer they'll do that. So that sugar cake we showed you is even more concentrated for the winter when they might need some extra or run out of honey. But sometimes they'll fill these jars so there's just a little extra sugar water when there might not be enough nectar from the hives. And we have a nice video from Jan. Just on a really warm day, sometimes the bees will come out and swarm a little. So she likes to come and check on them if the temperatures get too warm. So I'm going to show you what they looked like a couple weeks ago when she was here. So I'm going to show that video right now. It's a little blurry, but you can see how they go in and out of the entrances. And you can just check them out. And they move fast. All right. Well, thank you again, and see you next week.